Good morning, students. Today we will study various ways of issue of shares. Shares may be issued in any of the following ways. First, for cash by private placement of shares. Second, for cash by public subscription of shares. And third, for consideration other than cash. Now we will study all these concepts one by one. So, first concept, private placement of shares. Private placement of shares refers to issue and allotment of shares to a selected group of persons in place of public issue. As per Section 42 of Companies Act 2013, a company may issue shares on private placement basis also. काय होतं? Sometimes the promoters of a public company are confident of raising capital through private sources and contacts. In this case, company does not invite the public to subscribe for its shares, but make private placement of shares to promoters, their friends, relatives, shareholders of group companies, mutual funds, NRIs, that is non-resident Indians, or financial institutions like Life Insurance Corporation of India, that is LIC, Unit Trust of India, that is UTI, etc. When the shares are not offered to the public, the company need not issue a prospectus. Instead of issuing a prospectus, the promoters are required to prepare a draft of prospectus, that is called as draft prospectus, which is known as statement in lieu of prospectus. And they must file it with the registrar at least 3 days before the first allotment of shares. Okay? सो प्रायव्हेट प्लेसमेंटमध्ये जनरल पब्लिकला शेअर्स ऑफर केले जात नाहीत, तर ते प्रायव्हेटली सिलेक्टेड ग्रुप्सना, मी सांगितलेल्या सगळ्या ग्रुप्सना ते सिलेक्टेड याच्यामध्ये विकले जातात. सगळ्या सेबी गाईडलाईन्स ॲप्लिकेबल आहेत याला सुद्धा. प्रायव्हेट प्लेसमेंट ऑफ शेअर्समध्ये, इन केस ऑफ प्रायव्हेट प्लेसमेंट ऑफ शेअर्स, the shareholder will not sell their share for a minimum period of 3 years from the date of allotment. This is compulsory. This minimum period of 3 years is known as lock-in period. Okay? Now the second point, public subscription of shares. It means offer made by a company to the public in general for subscription of shares offered to them through prospectus. Here, company issues prospectus to the general public and offers them to purchase the company's shares, that is to make subscription for company's shares. There are 4 steps. First is to issue prospectus, second is to receive applications, third to make allotment, and fourth to make calls. First step now, to issue prospectus. The company first issues the prospectus to the public. Prospectus is an invitation to the public to purchase its shares. Prospectus हे कंपनीनी पब्लिकला दिलेलं आमंत्रण आहे की या आणि आमचे शेअर्स परचेस करा. It attracts the public because it describes the profitability and soundness of the business of the company to the public. This prospectus contains complete information about the company and the manner in which the money is to be collected from the prospective investors, that is the applicants. When the company makes an offer to the general public to subscribe the shares of the company for the first time, म्हणजे कंपनी नवीन असताना ज्यावेळेला कंपनी ऑफर करते प्रॉस्पेक्टस इश्यू करून लोकांना की या आमचे शेअर्स विकत घ्या, दिस फर्स्ट ऑफर इज नोन ॲज इनिशियल पब्लिक ऑफर. short form IPO. Okay. So now the second point, to receive applications. After reading the prospectus, the prospective investors makes an application along with the application money and deposit the same with a scheduled bank as specified in the prospectus. In prospectus, the bank is specified by the company in which these prospective investors deposit their amount, that is amount of shares. The company has to get minimum subscription. हे लक्षात ठेवा, company has to get minimum subscription. If the company fails to receive the minimum subscription, then the company cannot proceed for allotment of shares and application money needs to be returned to the public, that is the applicants. Okay. The company has to get minimum subscription. याचा अर्थ ठराविक अमाऊंट ॲप्लिकेशन मनी म्हणून कंपनीकडे जमा झाली पाहिजे, which should not be less than 25% of the issue price of each share. Okay. The amount of share application money must be deposited in the scheduled bank which is mentioned in the prospectus. Now the next point, to make allotment of shares. If minimum subscription has been received, then the company can proceed for the allotment of shares. Obviously, after completing certain legal formalities. In the life of company, there are lots of legal formalities to complete. When allotment is made, it results in valid contract between company and the applicants, and they will become now shareholders of the company. लास्ट फिक्स डेट जी असते ॲप्लिकेशन मनी मिळण्याची ती एक्सपायर झाल्यानंतर द बँक सेंड्स द ॲप्लिकेशन्स टू द कंपनी and then afterwards the directors can make the allotment of shares. The shareholders, that is the applicants who are allotted shares, they are sent letter of allotments indicating that number of shares allotted to them and amount due on allotment. And the applicants who are not given the shares by the company, they are sent letter of regret by the company for not allotting the shares. Okay. Keep it in mind, Companies Act 2013 has not prescribed the minimum subscription. However, according to SEBI's guidelines, minimum subscription has been fixed at 90% of the issued amount. As per section 39 subsection 3, the company has to get minimum subscription within 30 days from the date of issue of prospectus. हे लक्षात ठेवा, कंपनी ॲक्टनी काही सांगितलेलं नाही, पण सेबीनी गाईडलाईन घातलेली आहे की मिनिमम सबस्क्रिप्शन ॲटलिस्ट 90% ऑफ द इश्यूड अमाऊंट तरी असलं पाहिजे आणि विदिन 30 डेज ऑफ इश्यू ऑफ प्रॉस्पेक्टस कंपनीकडे ॲप्लिकेशन्समधून मिनिमम सबस्क्रिप्शन जमा झालं पाहिजे. हा मुद्दा नीट लक्षात ठेवा. याच्यावर काही थेअरी क्वेश्चन्स येऊ शकतात. If the company fails to receive the minimum subscription within the said period, the company cannot proceed with the allotment of shares and the entire application money must be returned within next 15 days to the applicants. If there is a delay in returning the money, that is refund of money to the applicants, by more than 15 days, then the company shall be liable to repay it with interest at the rate of 15% per annum for the delayed period. Keep it in mind always. Delayed period साठी 15% per annum रेटनी इंटरेस्ट द्या, ते पैसे कंपनीकडे राहिलेले असल्यामुळे, असं सेबीनी गाईडलाईन्समध्ये सांगितलेलं आहे. ओके. नाउ द लास्ट पॉइंट to make calls. The amount paid by the applicant on application and allotments are not calls. But the remaining amount which is demanded by the company, they are called as calls. The company may demand the whole amount of a share on application in one installment also. कंपनी ॲप्लिकेशनच्याच वेळेला सगळे शेअर्सचे पैसे मागूच शकते, पण नॉर्मली कंपनी असं करत नाही. ॲप्लिकेशनबरोबर थोडेसे, अलॉटमेंटबरोबर थोडेसे असे पैसे मागितले जातात पर शेअर, आणि त्यानंतर कंपनी जे पैसे डिमांड करते उरलेल्या पैशांपैकी हप्त्यांमध्ये, इन्स्टॉलमेंट्समध्ये, दीज इन्स्टॉलमेंट्स आर कॉल्ड ॲज कॉल्स. ओके. Each installment is named as first call, second call, etc. These calls must be strictly according to the provisions of the Articles of Association. असं तिथे सांगितले बघा. There are some provisions. This amount demanded by the company on calls shall not exceed 25% of the total quantum of the issue. 25% जास्त रक्कम कॉलवर मागवता येत नाही असं सांगितलेलं आहे प्रोव्हिजन्समध्ये. त्याचबरोबर द अमाऊंट ऑन शेअर शुड बी फुल्ली कॉल्ड अप विदिन ए पिरियड ऑफ 12 months फ्रॉम द डेट ऑफ अलॉटमेंट. 12 महिन्यांच्या आत शेअर्सवरची सगळी अमाऊंट कॉल करून झाली पाहिजे. त्याचप्रमाणे तिसऱ्या कंडिशनमध्ये सेबीने असं सांगितलं आहे की देअर मस्ट बी ॲन इंटरवल ऑफ ॲटलिस्ट 1 month बिटवीन द 2 calls. म्हणजे एक कॉल मागितल्यानंतर 1 महिन्याची तरी इंटरवल असली पाहिजे दुसऱ्या कॉलचे पैसे शेअर होल्डरकडनं मागवताना. अँड ॲटलिस्ट 14 days नोटीस मस्ट बी गिवन टू द शेअर होल्डर्स टू पे द अमाऊंट ऑफ द कॉल. कॉल्स मस्ट बी मेड ऑन अ युनिफॉर्म बेसिस ऑन ऑल शेअर्स विदिन द सेम क्लास ऑफ शेअर्स. एकाच प्रकारच्या शेअर्समध्ये काही शेअर्सकडून जास्त कॉल मागितला आहे, काही शेअर्सकडून कमी, असं करता येत नाही. एकच अमाऊंट कॉल म्हणून मागवता येते. यासाठी the company sends call letters to the shareholders. This call letters specifies the amount of call and the name of the bank on which the amount should be deposited, last date for sending the money, etc. Understood? Now the third point, issue of shares for consideration other than cash. When a company purchases some assets and makes the payment to the vendor, the company may not pay cash and may issue its fully paid shares, or while making the payment to the promoters or underwriters, the company may issue fully paid shares for consideration other than cash. It is known as issue of shares for consideration other than cash. ओके. म्हणजे प्रमोटर्स म्हणजे कंपनी निर्माण करणारे लोक, किंवा अंडररायटर्सना जे शेअर्स विकून देण्याची हमी घेतात, दे आर अंडररायटर्स. किंवा काही जणांकडून ॲसेट्स विकत घेतलेले असतात कंपनीनी, लँड घेतलेली असते, मशिनरी घेतलेली असते. अशांना कंपनी काही वेळेला कॅश पेमेंट करत नाही, तर त्यांना कंपनीचे फुल्ली पेड शेअर्स पेमेंट म्हणून दिले जातात. त्याला इश्यू ऑफ शेअर्स फॉर कन्सिडरेशन अदर दॅन कॅश असं म्हणतात. त्यातला फर्स्ट पॉईंट, इश्यू ऑफ शेअर्स टू प्रमोटर्स. मी या ठिकाणी तुम्हाला प्रत्येक टर्मच्या जर्नल एंट्रीज पण एक्सप्लेन केले आहेत. मेनली आपल्याला पब्लिक इश्यू ऑफ शेअर्सच्या जर्नल एंट्रीज स्टडी करायचे आहेत. त्याच्यावर आपल्याला खूप प्रॉब्लेम सोडवायचे आहेत, त्यामुळे त्या जर्नल एंट्रीज मी नंतर एक्सप्लेन करते. फक्त या पॉईंटच्या जर्नल एंट्रीज आत्ता मी एक्सप्लेन करून टाकते. सो फर्स्ट पॉईंट इज इश्यू ऑफ शेअर्स टू प्रमोटर्स. द कंपनी मे इश्यू शेअर्स विदाउट कॅश टू इट्स प्रमोटर्स फॉर द सर्व्हिसेस रेंडर्ड बाय देम फॉर द कंपनी. सो 2 एंट्रीज केल्या जातात. फर्स्ट एंट्री इज इनकॉर्पोरेशन और फॉर्मेशन एक्सपेन्सेस अकाउंट डेबिट टू प्रमोटर्स अकाउंट, that is the amount due to promoters, And second entry is promoters account debit to share capital account, being fully paid shares issued to promoters. Okay. The second point where the shares are issued other than cash as a payment is issue of shares to underwriters. First entry will be underwriting commission account debit to underwriters account, being the underwriting commission due to them. And second is underwriters account debit to share capital account. Fully paid up shares were issued to the underwriters other than cash. Okay. Third point is issue of shares to vendors. Many times company purchases certain assets from the vendors on credit, or even the company can purchase business of any other business. In this time the company issues its fully paid up shares to these vendors as their payment. These shares may be issued at par, at premium, or at discount. So entries are as follows. हे लक्षात ठेवा की purchase of an asset and issue of shares are two separate transactions. So first entry will be for purchase of asset. Second entry shown here is for purchase of business, if you have purchased business of anybody. And then the entry will be of issue of shares afterwards. Okay. So first entry is for purchase of assets, sundry assets account debit to vendors account. If name of the assets are given, we have to debit every assets account here. And the second, for purchase of business, the entry will be sundry assets account debit, goodwill account debit to liabilities account, to vendors account, to capital reserve account. While purchasing the business, the company pays purchase consideration to the vendor. Purchase consideration is the amount paid by the purchasing company in consideration for purchase of asset or business from other enterprise. दुसऱ्या एंटरप्राइजकडून जे गोष्ट आपण परचेस करतोय, बिझनेस परचेस करतो ज्या वेळेला, त्यावेळेला जी अमाऊंट परचेसिंग कंपनी पेड करते त्या कंपनीला, त्याला परचेस कन्सिडरेशन असं म्हणतात. काही वेळेला परचेस कन्सिडरेशन आणि त्या धंद्याची किंमत हे इक्वल असू शकतं. धंद्याची किंमत कशी काढतात तर वर्थ ऑफ बिझनेस इज इक्वल टू सन्ड्री ॲसेट्स मायनस सन्ड्री लायबिलिटीज. ही जी अमाऊंट असते ती इक्वल जर असेल परचेस कन्सिडरेशनला तर काहीच प्रॉब्लेम नाही आहे. बट समटाइम्स परचेस कन्सिडरेशन गिवन इज मोर दॅन द नेट ॲसेट्स, दॅट इज ॲसेट्स मायनस लायबिलिटीज. When the purchase consideration is more, this difference is debited to goodwill account in this entry. सगळ्यांना कळतं आहे? ज्यावेळेला पर्चेस कन्सिडरेशन दिलं जातं, हे पर्चेस कन्सिडरेशन जर नेट ॲसेट्सपेक्षा जास्त असेल, नेट ॲसेट्स म्हणजे कंपनीच्या टोटल ॲसेट्समधून टोटल लायबिलिटीज, एक्सटर्नल लायबिलिटीज मायनस केल्या जातात आणि जी अमाऊंट येते त्या अमाऊंटपेक्षा जर पर्चेस कन्सिडरेशन जास्त दिलेलं असेल तर हा जो डिफरन्स आहे तो गुडविल अकाउंटच्या समोर डेबिट केला जातो. म्हणजे इट इज कन्सिडर्ड ॲज दे हॅव परचेस गुडविल. फॉर दॅट गुडविल दे आर पेइंग द मोर अमाऊंट दॅन द अमाऊंट ऑफ नेट ॲसेट्स. ओके. बट समटाइम्स परचेस कन्सिडरेशन गिवन may be less than net assets, then this difference is credited to capital reserve account. So goodwill or capital reserve account both will not appear at the same time in the entry. Either goodwill or capital reserve will appear at a time. Understood? So sundry assets account debit, goodwill account debit to liabilities account, to vendors account, to capital reserve account. Either the entry will be sundry assets account debit goodwill account debit to liabilities account to vendor account, or the entry will be sundry assets account debit to liabilities account to vendors account to capital reserve account. Okay, for the purchase of the business. Now for the entries for actual issuing shares to the vendors at par. Shares issued at par means share of rupees 100 is issued at rupees 100. The entry will be vendors account debit to share capital account. Fully paid up shares issued to vendor. Secondly, shares issued at premium. It means share of rupees 100 issued at more than rupees 100, that is issued at rupees 120. Then rupees 20, difference between 100 and 120. The 20 will be the premium. In this case, the entry is passed vendors account debit to share capital account to security premium reserve account, being shares issued to vendor at premium.